band. So, Maddie Sims.
And our next senior that we want to acknowledge, you might have seen him with his awesome mohawk over there on the drums.
It's her first show here, and she's already rocked the stage, and she makes us feel like we're a family. Steph Bishop. Woo! Oh, sorry, you were doing that. Okay, so next, sorry about that. This is one phenomenal girl. She works Spotlight, and can I just say, in her first show, she has come to be one of the greatest people I think we've all known. Can we please welcome Anna Sinelli?
And this next senior, this is also her first show, and she's helped out backstage with all of our costumes. Julie Huguenin.
So this next senior, he almost never comes out into the open, but in school we know him as the fro guy, because he has the best fro in the world. And can I just say, I'm incredibly ecstatic to have had him in this show. Max?
This next senior is also on tech and is behind stage. We call him the king of moving things. Brian Shimeko.
Next senior is in her band, and we're very fortunate to have her. And I think she's hilarious. I was laughing at one of her jokes before. Sarah McCarthy.
She came into the show a couple years ago, and can I just say, she's put her heart and soul into this entire production. Caitlin Chenard?
And our next senior, she played Pitt in last year's band, as well as backstage with helping out the costumes, Alice Kulachensky.
So this next girl, she came all the way up from being a napkin in Beauty and the Beast when I first met her. And can I just say, since then she has grown to being one of the best actresses I think I've ever known. Helen Neely. Oh, me again? Okay, sorry. So this person, can I just say the words high fashion, cocktail cabinet, and raccoon come to mind when I think of her. She is the funniest person I think I've ever known in my entire life, and I only wish I could have her for one more year. Audrey Edmond.
And our next senior, she is on lights, and basically, since we had the special spots tonight, as well as the spots in the back, those, create a magical feeling on stage, and this next person is she's a really magical person, and, I just want to thank her personally, because in Blood in the Water, I'm not sure if I would have been seen without those spots up there. Amber?
next senior, I think he's so witty, he's so intelligent, and he's just so good, and I've had such a pleasure of working with him. Ben Davis.
Rocked the stage on and off. She's never let down her enthusiasm and high spirits, and I don't think theater would be the same without her. Catherine Bresnahan. He told me to cry when I did this, and I think I'm going to, because he's been the person who basically, he made me really love theater and go all out in everything that I've ever done, just like he has. Kyle Falconoyer.
This next senior has done 5 shows here, and during this show, he was on tech. He was also moving things, and I had the pleasure of helping him move, the Harvard variations and stuff with him. And he's a tremendously great actor. Last year he was in the musical, and personally, he's become one of my best friends here in theater. Joe Moran.
College for music, and I couldn't picture her anywhere else in the entire world. I'm ecstatic to know her because I know that one day I'm going to be telling my grandkids about how I know her. Megan Elsier.
Okay, so this next senior has been on tech crew. And she's such a caring person. She's so generous, and she paints the sets beautifully, and I love her to death. Brianna.
So, what can I say about this next person? She has been pretty much my teacher throughout all of theater. She's taught me everything I know, mostly how to walk in a sexy manner. And much, much more. Can I please have Emily Musa? The dogs love her too.
And this next senior has also helped out backstage with costumes. I knew her when I was in Beauty and the Beast when I had my Wiz costume, and she's like the queen of, bobby pins, safety pins, any sort of pins. Paige?
This next senior, he has been on tech, and he has the best sense of humor I've ever met. I've got to know him so well, and he's so funny. He's the type of person you go to if you need a hug. Ian.
So this next person is one of the most special people I've ever had in my entire life. Our director, Megan, she always tells us that whenever we get up on stage, we should have light coming out of our fingertips. And this one special person, she both literally has them on and off stage. Erin Farley.
This next senior, too much, I don't want to cry, but she has been my best friend throughout this whole whole entire experience. She's so nice and she's so honest. She gives the best advice ever. I miss her so much. Molly Lemon. Okay, so this next girl's also been one of my really, really best friends. I'm so proud of her for what she's done in theater and the transformation that she's made from being a freshman to a senior. I cannot believe it. I love her so much and she needs to visit me. Mary Ryer.
This next senior, he is like head of sound here. You probably noticed him sitting in the center of the auditorium, the gentle giant as we call him. I can't tell you how many times I said, Kevin, do this for me, or Kevin, adjust my mic, I need more tape. But I just want to thank him, from the bottom of my heart, and I'm sure everybody else does. And we appreciate his great work, especially throughout all of these 8 shows that he's been in. Kevin.
Closer to in this musical, and she's so great at what she does, and she's so professional at her job, and I just love her strong and independent self, and she's so nice, and she's the most spectacular stage manager I've ever worked with. Kate Ashley.
Before we get to the adults and parents, so I really don't have any family that's ever done theater before, but this person is as close to being family as I can possibly get. He's raised me into being, well, a theater kid. So Rockerford area?
Some of the adults and the other people who helped us during the show. So this couple was fabulous in the show. They rocked it, and Mrs. Dennis did great pictures. The Dennises.
This next person, we really, he kind of stole the show with our fellow friend Paulette. I think he's one of the best UPS guys around.
This next person, he has taken a ragtag team of singers who don't know scales or anything, red leather, yellow leather, out the window, but he's taken it and made it into the show that it is. So without him, we wouldn't be able to get up on stage and give you this performance. Mr. Trombley?
And to this next person, she has helped us with a lot of our costumes here, and I can thank her because anytime any of us needs anything, she is right there for us, making sure our stuff is hung up, and making sure that everything is just perfect for the show. Mrs. Catalozzi.
before we announce our final person, can all the parents who did help out with the show just stand up and take a bow, please? This last person, she is the reason why we're all standing on the stage and why this theater is as much of a home as it is to all of us. She has taught us and she's put up with us for just on her cell phones. She's taught us how to sing and dance, and without her, it wouldn't be theater ever. Megan Patrick?
Came up with all of the ways to build all of the scenery, and was here not just one Saturday, but 2 Saturdays, plus a couple weeknights. So thank you so much to Mr. Legg, and also